Can we improve? Can we overcome some of our deficits? Today, I'm going to talk about how we can. Hello, my dear friends, and welcome. I'm excited for today's topic because it's about getting better. No, not being cured, but getting better. We all have the ability to improve. I remember when I was first diagnosed in 2017, I believed that I had a progressive, degenerative, incurable disease. This is what I'd been told, and this is what I'd read. MS is a progressive, degenerative, incurable disease. I felt I was only ever going to get worse. Now, I'm a thinker, a ruminator. I ponder things, a reflective thinker, if you will. I was trying to make peace with this statement, progressive, degenerative, incurable disease. I was trying to be okay with it. I was trying to come to terms with it. I was trying to get to a point of acceptance. But this was unacceptable to me. Also at this time, I was researching how to try to live well with my MS, how to slow it down. I was reading all the books and watching all the movies and reading all the blogs. The Wahl's protocol, the Best Bet diet, the research of Dr. Swank, Overcoming MS, and others. And I read Recovering from Multiple Sclerosis, Real Life Stories of Hope and Inspiration. It's a collection of stories about 12 people with MS who were following the Overcoming MS program and the improvements that they experienced. They all experienced improvements. Sometimes it took months or years, and sometimes it was small gains, marginal gains, but gains nonetheless. I had a kind of aha moment. See, when I was diagnosed, it was not the first time I had symptoms. I had my first discernible MS symptom, foot drop, back in 2006. My right leg was not working well at all. I was having a really difficult time walking. They treated me with high-dose steroids, and that helped to quell the inflammation, and the steroids helped get my foot drop back about 95% better. But that last 5% was more of a challenge. I started to do yoga, meditation, strength training, and cleaned up my diet. Nothing crazy. Yoga once or twice a week, a bit of strength training, some meditating, eating more vegetarian, whole, real foods, and I got better. I was able to make improvements. It took a long time, but over the period of several months, I got that last 5% back. My right leg doesn't trouble me at all anymore. If you'd like to see my full diagnosis story, you can see the link above, and I'll put it in the description below as well. And I'll put some links to some of the books I've read as well. We can make improvements. MS doesn't have to be degenerative all the time. In these books and movies and blogs, I researched and I kept finding people with MS who were improving. In 2003, the British cycling team was struggling. They were not very good. They'd won only one gold medal at the Olympics in the previous 100 years and had never won the Tour de France. They were so bad that one of Europe's premier makers of bicycles refused to sell them bikes because they thought it would hurt their reputation. The team hired Dave Brailsford as their new performance director. Brailsford was a different kind of coach. He had a strategy called the aggregation of marginal gains. He started to look for teeny ways in which the team could make improvements. Brailsford said the whole principle came from the idea that if you broke down everything that you could think of that goes into riding a bike and then improved it by 1%, you will get a significant increase when you put them all together. He changed things like you might expect, like the bike seats, and he rubbed alcohol on the tires for better grip. And the riders wore electrically heated overshorts to maintain ideal muscle temperature when riding, and used biofeedback sensors to monitor how each athlete responded to a particular workout. The team tested different fabrics in wind tunnels and switched to indoor racing suits, which proved to be lighter and more aerodynamic. Then he started making some changes that didn't seem like they would make a big difference. They tested different types of massage gels to see which one led to the faster muscle recovery. They hired a surgeon to teach the riders how to wash their hands to reduce the chances of catching colds. They found the best pillow and mattresses that led to the best night's sleep for each rider. They even painted the inside of the team truck white, which helped them to spot bits of dust and dirt that would normally slip by unnoticed, but could degrade the performance of these finely tuned bikes. All of these small changes led up to big gains. 5 years later, the team took 60% of the gold medals at the 2008 Beijing Olympics in road and track cycling. And 4 years after that, at the Olympic Games in London, they set 9 Olympic records and 7 world records. And members of the team have won the Tour de France in 2012, 2015, 2016, and 2017. It might be easy to overlook the small changes that can lead to big differences. Do you have stories of small changes that have led to big improvements? I would love to hear them. Please share them in the comments below. Last year, I did a month-long planking challenge. I wasn't expecting much. I just thought it would be fun to see how much I could improve by doing a plank a day and see if I could improve my core strength. I started the month doing a 1 minute and 5-second plank. Not bad. I did a plank a day for 30 days. Nothing crazy, just once a day, getting into position and holding it. Over the next 30 days, my time increased just a few seconds each day, a tiny bit. By the end of the month, I was able to hold the plank for 2 minutes and 5 seconds. I nearly doubled my time, and I did this in less than 2 minutes a day. Neuroplasticity is the ability of the brain to form and reorganize synaptic connections, especially in response to learning or experience or following an injury. Dr. Gretchen Hawley, physical therapist, posted a video about neuroplasticity and how amazing our brains are at finding alternate routes to send signals. And I'll put a link up above and in the description below to that video. It does this by repeatedly trying to send the signal. If we're trying to move a muscle and it doesn't respond the way that we want because of damage somewhere in our brain, but perhaps there's just a tiny twitch or a tremor, instead of bending our arm or lifting our foot, that means that there is a signal. If we keep working at it, our brains will keep trying to make it happen. It may take some time, maybe a few hundred or a few thousand attempts, but over time it will improve. Our brains will reroute that signal, just like my foot drop. Over time, my small changes allowed my brain to reorganize and send better signals to my foot because I kept trying, kept strength training, and kept improving my overall health. Many people with MS experience wonderful improvements from small, consistent changes. There are so many areas that we can improve, maybe just 1%, that when we add them all together, make significant changes. Consistency is key though. Thinking back to the British cycling team, it took years of consistent small improvements. It can take time. And in that book that I read about those people with MS, months and sometimes years to see improvements. Over the years, I have made and continue to make changes. I want to improve my overall health with a combination of a whole food plant-based diet, regular exercise, good sleep, and kindness, stress reduction, so that I can live the best I can with my chronic illness. Is one thing more important than the other? Nope. It's like asking which is the most important leg on a desk. They're all important. Without one, the desk would become unstable. Diet, exercise, sleep, and kindness. All of these are key to living well with my MS, and I'm continuing to fine-tune and improve on each of these areas. The question of the day is, what small marginal gains are you going to make? What do you want to improve? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, the like icon under the video. This tells YouTube that this is valuable content and they will show it to others. And if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Until next time, be well.